Hello there everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, this looks a little slightly different, doesn't it? It looks a little better, you would say? Well, it is after Christmas I'm recording this. I'm recording this at 11:42 Christmas Day, night, I really should say. And my setup got a few upgrades. I got some new monitors and they look really good. They are much higher quality monitors. So we set that all up today and the background is just looking gorgeous. So I hope you guys, you're kind of liking the new, it's not even really a new setup, it's just kind of a new angle, but hope you guys kind of like it. Anyways, today we're going to be going over my Ruined roster update. Now, you guys haven't really seen too many updates, especially if you haven't tuned into my streams, and in case you don't know, this channel is kind of built around fixing a Ruined roster. You can go back and watch 2 years ago, when 1.5 years ago, when I first started uploading this channel, where we were with the count, it was not good. We were at like 5 million GP. We had barely any relic characters, and it was not pretty. We've made so much progress, especially because of Lightspeed models, and people are kind of saying I fixed my account. We're almost at 9 million GP. Let's pull it over and see what we're talking about. We are almost at 9 million GP, and we've been making a lot of progress here. Lightspeed models, again, have helped out a lot, but we are really close to Galactic Legends Ahsoka Tano. So today in this video, we're going to be going over all of our progress we made, where we're going in the future, especially in 2025. So stay tuned to that, and let's get started. So in the first part of this video, I want to go over my things I have favorited and why I have them favorited. Let's take a look here, guys. I wonder why I have the things favorited that I have favorited. Ezra Bridger Exile, I wonder why I would have that favorited. Commander Ahsoka Tano, I wonder why. Fulcrum, I wonder why. The new Marquise, I wonder why. Sith Eternal Emperor, now this is something that might need a little explaining. So I got this because of the Lightspeed model. This was originally going to be my first GL I've ever gotten, but I pivoted to the Executor instead of Sith Eternal because that would be better for my account. And then after I got the Executor, Lightspeed models came out. And then I got Rey, and then we got SLKR, and Starkiller, and then we got Bane after that. We did a whole thing on the channel where we pushed for Bane, and then after Bane, we went and pushed for Reva, and after Reva, well, now we're here, basically. Reva, the next big thing we've done on the account after Reva has been Galactic Legends Ahsoka Tano. So that's kind of what we can see here. We're working on Darkseid Rey, and yeah, Ahsoka Tano's there. So we're doing pretty good so far on Ahsoka Tano. We have to finish 2 more Relic 9s and the Marquise. But once we get those Marquise up and running, we will be good to go. I'm excited about that. I'm pouring up a lot of Kyro tech right now. I think I have like 200 to 300 Kyro. Okay, it's actually not there. Hold on. I know someone here has Kyro, right? Maybe it's not this tier. Maybe I'm crazy. I am crazy, but let's not talk about that. Hold on. I'm trying to find how much Kyro tech I have. Okay, I have almost 300 of that, and there's, okay, whatever, you get the point, there's more. I have a lot of Kyro tech ordered up right now, and I'm just going to kind of save it. We're going to need a lot to finish the Marquise, well, not a lot to finish the Marquise, but we're going to finish the Marquise, a lot to finish Ahsoka, and then we have to do Sith Eternal, and then we're doing more. So we'll get into the farming plan, but Darkseid Rey we're working on, and let's take a look at my ships real quick. Kind of finishing up a few things. Executor, I don't want to take that to 6 stars because that messes out a few counters apparently. You guys have been telling me over and over again, make sure when you get to your Executor to 85 stars, you don't upgrade it to 6 stars. That's what you guys have been telling me. So, did not do that. I'm working on a lot of Empire ships here, Punishing One getting farmed every single day. We're all close to finishing up the Star Fortress, TIE Dagger, and the Hyena Bomber. We're pretty close on finishing this up. And these 3 we've been working on for forever. I honestly haven't really been working on the TIE Reaper. I've been working the TIE Reaper for so long because I've needed more ships to fill up my Chimera. But now I got the Conquest ships in there, and I don't actually even need to use the TIE Reaper at all. So I honestly probably could unfavorite this, but I honestly have no use for energy shards farming right now. I'm not farming anything with energy. Really, the only thing I'm farming with energy is ships and Marquise and Kyro tech. I'm running out of things to spend my ship energy on, and I don't really know what to do about that. So, kind of running into a problem there, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Making a lot of good progress on the account. We're getting into the end game. A lot of people are saying, again, I talked about this a little bit, we're kind of not at the point where my account is ruined anymore. And to that, I disagree, mostly because we only have 1 GL capital ship and 2 GLs total, and those we've gotten them from Lightspeed models. So we have 3 technically because of Sith Eternal, but we can't really use them. So, I would argue that our account for the size of our GP is not good. it is a bit deflated. We should, here, I'm gonna move my OBS over here. We should have a higher, we should have more for the GP that we have. I would like to have more stuff like that in the future. Sorry, I'm moving things around my monitor. It's a new setup. I'm looking at the camera and I'm looking at my OBS. The camera's right there and my OBS is on the other screen. So now it's over here. So anyways, point being, I still think we have a ruined roster. Mostly because we don't have enough on our account for the GP that we have. Getting into the actual farming plan now, all right? This is what we are currently working on. I'm gonna flip actually over to the left. No, right. I'm gonna flip over to the right here. Okay. So, hold on. It's a little messed up right now. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it's so zoomed in right now, but it's a little zoomed in. Anyways, we have a GL Ahsoka Tano here. This is obviously we're working on this. Next, after we finish up Dark Side or GL Ahsoka, we're gonna work into Dark Side Rey. This will be exciting. This will really push our SWGoH further. Right now, he's doing great things for me. Honestly, I don't really need him to do more than what he's currently doing, but this will help a lot for sure. Push him into new territory, get him more counters that more things he can counter. We've unlocked the Gucci Man. All right, I was kind of worried about not unlocking him. We have unlocked the Gucci Man, so we're gonna get rid of that. After we get Rey done, I really need to finish my CLS team. My CLS team has been starving for attention. You can't see the mods. The modding is horrible. I don't know why my screen is so zoomed in right now, but the modding is not great on these guys. They still work in GAC, but it's not good. The relic levels are subpar, and I need them for so many farms we're going in the future. So we're getting GL Ahsoka, finishing 2 farms, and then we're gonna do Jabba, and then we're gonna do Sith the Turtle. I might have to do Bo-Katan because my guild is requiring it, and Jedi Master Luke. This is gonna be a big year for the account. Big year for the channel. We have a lot of work we need to do, a lot of groundwork. I'm gonna try and get 4 GLs, Bo, and finish a few teams up, and that also doesn't account for Lightspeed Bundle stuff that we're getting. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. Jabba, I'm so glad that they did the Jabba bundle because this has jumped up in the priority list significantly. So we will make sure we prioritize that once we get there. My mod game needs to work, and Jabba is going to do that for us, so I'm very excited about that. Sith Eternal, just a lot of requirements I need to work on. The armor is kind of going to lead us into the Bo-Katan stuff anyways, so that's not really a bad farm flow. Just, it's kind of frustrating, so I don't know. Like, I really would rather get Jedi Master Luke. I really would, but my guild is requiring it. I don't want to be that guy, you know. I should have done it by now. My account's just been drowning, so I'm kind of in a guild where I'm like punching up. Like my account is on the lower end, or one of the worst, not worst, but like bad lower end accounts that are in our guild. So I feel like I'm constantly punching up to keep up with the rest of my guild, which isn't a bad thing, but it's messing with a lot of my farming plans. And hopefully they'll appreciate having GL Ahsoka. We'll see. But basically we're gonna try and do like 4 GLs almost back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with a few things in between. So that'll be the next big thing I'm kind of focusing on. I really would like to get Profundity, but it's just not in the cards right now. I have too much. I'm drowning too much right now. So after that, I'm gonna finish up some bounty hunter work. We're gonna have to have done this for Jabba, so might as well go ahead, make sure the mods and Zetas are up to par with this, especially Omicrons too. Might put the Omicron, I think, on Zam. Does Zam have the one with the Grand Arena Omicron? Yeah, might put the Omicron on Zam. Just really give myself more bounty hunter options and hopefully counter Lord Vader. After that, yeah, Profundity. Profundity needs to have in the account. I only have 1 GL capital ship right now, and it's working. It's just not ideal, right? I would like to have more fleets. My fleets are okay, but I feel like if they have more than 1 challenging fleet on defense, I can't do it, which isn't good in Grand Arena. So I'd like to have more options, and they always get through my fleets on defense. So having more options in GAC for fleets would be great. After that, actually, this might even have to go earlier because of Lightspeed bundles. Soon, next time I stream on this channel, we will be going for and doing the Darth Revan event finally. Again, I don't know why the screen was zoomed in, but I'll fix it later. Finally doing this. I got the lights bundled, so we'll just play through that on stream. We'll get Darth Revan unlocked, but we're not going to be able to gear him up just yet. And we'll start pushing towards the Malak event, but again, we're going to need mods, and we're going to probably do all of that after we get Jabba. So we're really waiting to do Sith Empire until the end game. I'm really waiting on that, apparently, I guess. So I'm excited about getting this done, because this seems a really good team. But I've waited forever to get this done, man. It's been so long. We'll see what happens here. Another thing, light speed bundles, again, they're really drowning right now, drowning my account. But after we get all this stuff done, I'll feel like I'm in a good spot where I can start branching out, right? I'll have a guild requirements done. I'll have like 6 GLs at this point, and another GL capital ship. I don't know if I said that. Building in more core teams will be nice at this point. I can take a breath and relax finally, I think. Afra finishing up at Lightspeed will be nice. Never got around to finishing my Light Sisters from one of those early Lightspeed bundles. This was the first Lightspeed bundle I was not able to finish before they dropped the next round of Lightspeed bundles. So it started from here, and now these last 2 or 3, I'm so behind because we're doing so much more with the account. So really got to do a lot of work there. And Mandalorians, we have now unlocked a lot more Conquest characters. So we have Cat unlocked, we have Wat Tambor unlocked, or not Wat Tambor, sorry, I was thinking of Trench. We have Trench unlocked, we have Dark Trooper Moff Gideon unlocked, we have, which is the next one, Cat, I don't know if I said that. We are getting to the point where we have the majority of Proving Ground characters unlocked. There's a few still, like Malicos and Padme, that I don't have unlocked yet. So there's still a few, but for the majority, I do have them unlocked now. And so we're gonna have to start building in those teams to get this done. I really am excited about these 2 specifically. I've been wanting to do these for a long time, but just haven't gotten around to it. Again, we've been so busy on the account. It's been non-stop. This is basically just a Lightspeed bundle account, and I'm using the Lightspeed bundles to cover up and fix the mistakes that I've made in the past. So, kind of using this as a bandage. This is one area of the game that I don't think Lightspeed bundles are going to be able to fix anytime soon. So after I build up these 4 important end game teams, there's a few other things I can work on. Working on some Galactic Republic characters, getting Big Cal for my Jedi Master Luke especially would be really great. I would like to do this earlier again, but I have too many things to prioritize right now. I really want to get some of these last minute Empire characters up and running. An Iden team would be great. And Queen Amidala. Whenever I get Queen Amidala, that's when I'm probably going to push this up. I might move this somewhere. I might move it to look something more like this. This might be the order I do this in. I'm not quite sure, admittedly. But I'm playing around with this area. Everything on screen right now can be shuffled in some way. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. After we get these things out of the way, I think I'm going to either go for Leia. I'm probably going to go for Leia. She'll be closer. But Kenobi is really enticing right now. Just because he's really, with a Relic 9 Cat, it would be really enticing. But it's kind of hard for me to justify the requirements for Kenobi when I'm so close to Leia. And Leia hard counters Ahsoka, which is just going to be so key going forward. Like, I have not remotely attempted to farm anything Leia related except for Krex, and that was not because of her. It was just because I wanted to get Krex. So the only things here are like a Relic 7 CLS. Yeah, I should do that anyways. Relic 7's 3PO and Chewie, that not hard at all. Lobot, that will suck. I'm actually shocked he's not been in the Lightspeed bundle yet, but like this is, I have not tried to unlock Leia at all, and I've just been getting the requirements passively, so it's really kind of hard for me to justify not going for Leia and going for it's hard to justify Kenobi right now. So after Leia, I'll get a fun Tusken team up and running. Right now, we got a thing going where the naked Tuskens are going in and wiping Krex teams. And what I mean by the naked Tuskens is that there's literally nothing on these guys except what comes in the Lightspeed bundles. You can't see the mods. There are no mods. The abilities are literally just what come in the Lightspeed bundle. So the naked Tuskens have walked all over Krex teams. So I'm going to leave him at naked. I'm going to leave him naked for now, and we might come back to it a little bit later. And then at this point, yeah, Kenobi. Again, it's going to be hard to justify not going for Kenobi with a Relic 9 Cat, but I have so much on the account to do. I have so much to do, and I am not really looking forward to chasing this guy without Lightspeed bundles. There, honestly, by the time I get to him, there's probably going to be a Lightspeed bundle for him. I wouldn't even be surprised at that point. So we'll see. After this, I can buff up my Zori team. Right now, sometimes I get holds in Grand Arena with this, but I definitely could use a little more work, specifically with Rose and Zori. Zori getting higher gear, Rose getting some TLDR. I don't know if that's not the right word, but tender loving care. With the abilities, with the mods and that kind of stuff. Rose isn't really doing anything on the scene right now, but I'd like her to. After this, I think a Snap would be nice. We've talked about this before. It just makes Wampa stuff a little more challenging, more frustrating, and more fun for me in Grand Arena, which is nice. I have not been able to justify getting it just yet. You kind of already saw it, Leviathan. I have not been able to do the Malgus Proving Grounds event at all with the characters I've had. Soon this will change with Sith Eternal. Sith Eternal with Bane. I don't know if that'll do anything without the Omicrons, but I know that there's something I can do with Sith Eternal, like Malak and Thrawn. There's some sort of way I can get through it pretty easily with those. So we're getting close to being able to do that Proving Ground tier. And hopefully by this point we'll be able to go for Leviathan. Malicos, I'm probably going to do Malicos a lot sooner, actually. I don't know why this is so low. I'm probably going to do Malicos, like, I might move it around here. Like, something like that. I don't know. Maybe before Leia, maybe after Leia, but Malicos needs to be up there. And at this point, it's kind of just extra teams laying around. Luth and Rail, I'll get around to it when I get around to it. I know he's good. I'm just not really too bothered with the team because I don't have any of the team ready to go for anything. Sortie, I have just a bunch of random droids laying around, and I don't really need Sortie for anything, so I'm not really too bothered by that. Balin I would like, it's just a lot of work that I'm not thrilled about doing just yet. Bad Batch, that's kind of a passion project farm for me, especially after the Jawa bundle. It's kind of a passion project that I just want to get the Bad Batch, but so much Chirotech, not really worth it from a PvP perspective, and I'm not really ever planning on going for Lord Vader unless they give me the requirements for Lord Vader. I'm not exactly enticed to go for him. So I don't really need to do any of this just yet. But they just kind of lead into Lord Vader pretty easily. So it makes sense to do that. So after that, we have Gungans. The Gungans don't do anything in the game anymore, really, after the raid. After the raid, they don't really do anything. People have developed a lot of counters, especially where I'm at in the game. I have options to take these guys out. They don't really do much on defense, and I think they're better on defense than they are on offense. Like mid-game, they are probably still good, and they still hold up. End-game, I can get through them pretty easily. I don't really worry about Gungans anymore. And again, the raid's going away. So I'm not planning on sinking the Chirotech into this farm anytime soon. I'd rather have Lord Vader because he's a GL. And maybe I say that just because I'd rather have the Bad Batch than the Gungans, but kind of true. Boba Fett, he's kind of a rote thing that I could do. I mean, I could slot him into some bounty hunters. I've seen him in counters somewhere here and there for things I fight. I don't need him at all. Same thing with Saw Gerrera. I don't need him at all. Same thing for Trench. I don't need him at all. So we've reworked the farming plan around quite a lot. Again, these change every month, and where we are in the account changes a lot too. So feel free to give your insight into where I am in the game and what you think we should be doing in the comment section down below. But I'm very excited. I've spent money. I spent a lot of money to get Ahsoka Tano. So Ahsoka Tano is top priority right now. And everything is on hold until GL Ahsoka is Relic 9. So the other thing I need to mention in this video as well is during our Sith Eternal Unlock stream, someone donated $30 to Relic 9 Sith Eternal. And we did polls to see if, like, is this really worth, is this is this really worth it? And at the end of the day, he did donate for a Relic 9 Sith Eternal, and I think it would be cheating him out of his money if I did not do it. So I think we're gonna do the R9 and Sith Eternal. I really don't want to, but the people have decided, right? So the people have decided and paid for a Relic 9 Sith Eternal. So we're gonna be heavy going on R9s in the next few months here. We just did, my first R9 was Snips. We're gonna get so we have R9 and Snips, just did that. We have an R9 on Cap, have an R9 on Fulcrum, have an R9 on GL Ahsoka, R9 on Sith Eternal. So that's 5. And I wanted to do an R9 on Kersantin and an R9 on Jedi Master Luke. I wanted to do those too. Not looking like it's gonna happen. I should say, I do think I have the droid brains for those kind of R9s. Like I have almost 140. So I can do a reasonable amount. So if I take out Snips, I can do what? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. So I could go through all of my droid brains in the next few months here. We'll see if I do that. Maybe I leave Kersantin at R8. I don't know. I just thought an R9 Kersantin would be really annoying, especially where I'm in the game. It would be really annoying because I want to place my job on defense. So I figured I'd make it as annoying as possible. But thankfully, I think the Starkiller Cron's gone, right? No, it's not. It's not gone. I'll mess around with Datacrons in a second. So I don't know. I've not really gotten into this conquest just yet because of Christmas and stuff. So I've had fun. That's kind of where we're going with the account. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think I'm doing a good job? Do you think I'm doing a horrible job and all of this is wrong and I'm dumb and stupid idiot face? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm happy with my progress. I'm happy with where we're going, and I'm happy with the channel right now. And if you want to be happy with me, you should subscribe, because it's proven that you'll have more friends if you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, join our Discord server if you want to stay up to date with more content just like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all.